Hello everyone. Today on Good Morning Maine, a structure fire at a Farmington campground left the building with significant damage as many crews work to combat the flames.
Plus, the Maine Public Health Association is implementing programs to address the needs of Maine seniors.
And also this morning, the Brewer Food Pantry is looking for donations as SNAP benefits will not be issued for the month of November.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Janessa Bishop.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday morning. A little wet out there this morning.
It is, yeah.
But it won't last. Coming up, we'll have the latest on the hurricane that's battling, just hammering Jamaica at this hour. Around here, though, it looks like clear skies ahead.
We're going to turn things over to meteorologist Devin Biggs.
All righty, Craig and Janessa, thank you very much. On this Tuesday, we have a small craft advisory that is posted until 2 a.m. as we head towards your Wednesday along the coast, as we do have some active surf that will continue to remain an issue. Now, as we check out the big picture, we do have that area low pressure that is still causing a little bit of rain to develop just pretty much outside our area, but the rain is moving away from us. We have a large dome of high pressure that's keeping Canada dry and a good part of the Northeast dry. But as for us, again, the rain is now moving away. We'll have a lot of sunshine for us today, maybe a few passing clouds. We'll start to see some clouds passing through later on tonight, and even through Wednesday morning, more clouds on the way. As for gusty winds, we'll have a little bit of that today, reaching up to about 20 miles per hour. It will back off a little bit overnight tonight, and then as we move towards tomorrow, some gusty winds up to around 20 miles per hour or so. Mid-50s today. We'll be under a mostly sunny to even a mixture of clouds and sunshine at times. Windy out there with that north wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. Overnight tonight, we'll have clouds on the way again with lows in the low 30s and that north wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. The hourly forecast moving forward, clouds early, then partly cloudy at times with temperatures in the 50s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Janessa.
Thank you, Devin. Waterville police are investigating a pair of unrelated shootings. Just before 5 a.m. on Monday morning, the Waterville Police Department responded to a report of people yelling at each other at an apartment building on Brook Street. Police Chief William Bonney says subsequent calls indicated a shooting had occurred at an apartment occupied by 25-year-old James Furrow. According to Bonney, the shooting was the result of an altercation between Furrow and a 31-year-old male. Furrow has been charged with elevated aggravated assault and reckless conduct with a firearm. The other occurred on Sunday just before 1 p.m. in the parking lot of the JFK Plaza on Kennedy Memorial Drive. Bonney says the initial call was for a possible fight. He says several shots were fired in that vicinity, and at this time, investigators do not believe anyone was hit with a bullet during that altercation. Bonney says the case remains under investigation, and he also says the shootings are not connected and the parties involved in each case were familiar with each other.
Meanwhile, a man accused of trying to break into a vacant house in Rockland is now accused of assaulting a police officer. Police say they received a call around 10:30 Saturday night about a disorderly male who was trying to get into a vacant home that had been broken into many times before. An officer then caught up with 28-year-old Lucas Ross, whom police say is unhoused. They say Ross took off and tried to escape through a backyard and then fought with the officer when the officer tried to make the arrest. Officials say the officer was also kneed in the head during the fight, but Ross was ultimately arrested. He's now charged with refusing to submit to arrest and felony assault on an officer.
A fire at Troll Valley Campground in Farmington left a building with significant damage. At about 2 p.m. on Sunday, firefighters were called to 283 Red Schoolhouse Road in Farmington. When they arrived at Troll Valley Campground, they found a working structure fire. Several departments worked to bring it under control. The Farmington Fire Department requested that Fire Marshal's office assist with that investigation. After examination, fire marshals determined the fire originated in a confined space in the ceiling between the basement and the first floor of the building. The cause of the fire has been ruled accidental. No injuries were reported. However, one cat perished in the fire.
The Milford Fire Department is currently operating without any full-time staff members amid a wave of recent departures. Our Grace Blanchard spoke with town officials to learn how they're filling up the gaps.
The recent resignations of the town of Milford's fire chief and fire captain have left the department without any full-time staff.
The board and I and the fire chief have been methodical about how we're going with the process to make sure that we're well-staffed in the future.
According to the town manager, the fire department has historically operated with only 2 full-time employees, filling the rest of their department with on-call and part-time per diem staff.
You know, they're young folks that are looking for training and looking to better themselves, and then they move on, right? So it's a constant process.
The town plans to post the 2 vacant full-time positions within the next week. In the meantime, Chief Zachary Carlo is still serving as acting chief. He says they've recently hired roughly 8 new per diem employees.
Per diem staff is absolutely crucial. It keeps overtime down. You never want to go in a town this size completely full-time. I think it would overexceed what is needed.
Over the past 2 months, Carlos says they've experienced days where the department has struggled to meet the station's minimum staffing level of 2 employees per shift. But he says area departments like Old Town have stepped up to help fill in the gaps in staffing.
If we're not available to do it, we have great providers from all around that are going to come and provide care. We worry about that's going to be and how we shuffle that around. And everybody is community first, so they will show up.
Town officials recently approved some pay increases within the fire department, which they hope will help with recruitment and retention efforts. In Milford, Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Meanwhile, a dead crow recently found in Bangor infected with West Nile virus. The Maine Center for Disease Control confirmed the findings to city officials, who released the information on Sunday. 2 crows with the mosquito-borne illness have also been found in Brewer. There have been no human cases of West Nile virus in Maine this year. It may feel cooler, but officials say it is still warm enough during the day for mosquitoes to stay active. The Maine CDC says you can take steps to protect yourself by draining pools of standing water, wearing long sleeves and pants, using insect repellent, and installing screens on windows.
Maine's Democratic Party is still trying to figure out what it's looking for. University of Maine political science professor Mark Brewer says anytime you have a party facing a hotly contested nominating contest, it opens up all kinds of doors for things including potential ill will within the party. Brewer says the race between Governor Janet Mills and Graham Plattner is giving Senator Susan Collins' seat a lot of attention this time around, especially since Plattner's tattoo and former remarks have come to light.
We've seen law enforcement groups who are, kind of railing against some of the things that Plattner said. We've seen some former supporters and some establishment type Democrats who are saying, well, really, these things should be disqualifying. We don't know yet. It's too early to say what else might appear and how else or how various other groups or actors are going to react.
Well, according to a poll conducted by SoCal Strategies Maine, Governor Mills is now leading Plattner with 41% of those surveyed, while Plattner has about 36%. A fifth of those surveyed say they're still undecided.
Social isolation is one of the biggest challenges facing Maine's older population. That's according to the Maine Public Health Association. Our Alex Schley shows us how the organization is working to bring people back together.
Connections build health. That was the focus of the annual Maine Public Health Association's conference in Augusta Monday.
We are seeing a major crisis with social isolation across our state. We need to rebuild the social connection infrastructure that we've lost over the years, and so that's what today is all about. How do we do that effectively?
Healthcare workers from across the state spent the day working to answer just that.
And if we're going to make Maine a healthier, safer place, it's going to take all of us across sectors. And so today is a chance for people to make those connections, right, to establish meaningful partnerships and move that shared mission forward.
The conference's main panel featured leaders from across the state who launched programs in their community to help fight isolation. One of them, Tom Mahoney, started a program called Romeo, short for Retired Old Men Eating Out.
And the goal of that program is to get men to socialize more.
The group meets the second Wednesday of every month at the Grange in Harpwell.
Women do it much better than men, and so this initiative is to get guys who are living alone, isolated. They could even be in a relationship and feel alone to get out and get connections with other guys.
Mahoney says the free monthly lunch draws more than 50 men.
Every person that comes in is welcomed. We shake their hand, welcome them, explain what's going on if we know that they're new, and try to find a table for them to sit at with other people. And it works.
Wellington says programs like Romeo are exactly what the Maine Public Health Association hopes to see more of.
Create the spaces for folks to get together, and that happens at the community level. So that's what the focus is today.
In Augusta, Alex Schley for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
With the government shutdown continuing, people around the country are having to worry about the upcoming loss of SNAP benefits. Bill Ray, the executive director of Manna Ministry, says this problem is affecting a lot of Mainers already.
We've already seen a surge in people that are panicked, almost like panic buying before a storm, but they're panic coming to us. They came to us last Friday. My wife said, we had more people last Friday than we've seen in a long time. Wow. And they haven't even lost their food stamps. Right. So they're stocking up.
He hopes people will donate to Manna and other food pantries out there. Ray shared how important it is for Mainers to come together during this difficult time and to help out those in need in any way they can. For more information and to see the full interview with Bill Ray from Manna, you can go to this story on our website, foxbangor.com.
Food pantries are already having a tough time keeping their shelves stocked with food. That's expected to become even more difficult in the next couple of weeks as the demand goes up even more. The Department of Health and Human Services announced earlier this month that SNAP nutrition benefits will not be issued for November until the federal government shutdown ends or they receive further instructions. Nearly 170,000 Maine people rely on the benefits to put food on their table. Yesterday, the Brewer Federal Credit Union gave $1,000 to the Brewer Food Pantry to help them meet the increased need.
We think it's very important to support the local food cupboards, particularly as we come into this time of year. Winter's tough for everybody. Things get stretched thin. We also have a government shutdown going on that's affecting a whole different group of folks. So we wanted to get out in front of it, make a cash donation today.
The Brewer Federal Credit Union also kicked off a drive for non-perishable food items. Boxes will be at both of their locations in Brewer, and they'll be collecting those items until November 14th.
A nice thing to do.
Yeah,
this is an expensive time of year, too. People
Absolutely.
are paying more for heating oil, just staying in their homes. Rents
Holidays.
are so high. Holidays are
Yeah.
here. Boy, it's going to be a tough couple of months. Hopefully
Absolutely.
they can resolve that shutdown soon.
For sure. Well, the time now is 8:12. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, an agency in Dover Foxcroft held a ribbon-cutting ceremony to unveil a brand new access center.
We'll take you there coming up. But first, another check of the forecast. It looks like a sunny day ahead today. A little bit warmer, too. Highs around 54. Clouds increase tonight with lows dropping down into the low 30s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with just a slight chance of rain. Highs around 52. We'll be right back.
Blazing Trails, located in Lincoln, is your #1 trusted caregiver storefront. From personalized consultations to the highest quality product, Blazing Trails provides outstanding patient services to Eastern and Central Maine. Discover how we're blazing the trails to quality holistic medicine.
Autumn is here. That means winter is just around the corner, and so are higher energy bills. But when Washington tried to cut critical heating assistance to thousands of Mainers, it was Senator Susan Collins who rescued it. A fierce defender of the program, Senator Collins has secured $700 million in funds to help Mainers afford their heating bills, providing essential help for those on fixed incomes. Call, thank Senator Collins, and ask her to keep fighting and winning for Maine.
It's another exciting year of high school football in the state of Maine. Get out and support your home team and be looking for the ABC 7 Sports Blitz crew. You can get a free Sports Blitz t-shirt, then watch Sports Blitz during ABC 7 News at 11 every Friday night during the football season. Blitz shirts courtesy of
Coastal Auto Parts, Napa, Drinkwaters Cash Fuel Inc., Katahdin Federal Credit Union, Katahdin True Value and Appliance, Lincoln Power Sports, Millinocket Floral and Gift, Northwoods Real Estate, Stearns Lumber Company Inc.
Blazing Trails, located in Lincoln, is your #1 trusted caregiver storefront. From personalized consultations to the highest quality product, Blazing Trails provides outstanding patient services to Eastern and Central Maine. Discover how we're blazing the trails to quality holistic medicine.
On November 4, Mainers will be asked to vote on 2 important statewide questions. Can't get to the polls? In-person absentee voting is available through October 30. Or ask your municipal clerk to send you an absentee ballot, which must be returned by the close of polls. Every Maine citizen has the right to vote, so make your voice heard on November 4. Brought to you by this station, the the Maine Association of Broadcasters, and the Office of the Secretary of State.
A former Central Maine hospital is now up for sale. According to a representative from Northern Light Inland Hospital in Waterville has been put on the market. The healthcare provider is keeping up with the grounds and building maintenance while it searches for a potential buyer. Northern Light officially closed its clinic and emergency services back in May due to high operational cost, low staffing, and low reimbursement rates.
If you or someone you know is a lobsterman looking for a deal, you might want to check out an auction that begins this Friday. The Maine Department of Marine Resources is auctioning off 267 lobster traps. The items for bid include 5 lots of 50 traps and 1 lot of 17. They range from poor to excellent condition. Some traps also include line. Bidding begins at 3 p.m. on Friday and ends on Sunday. You must register at govdeals.com to bid.
A new spot for older adults and caregivers to find local services and support is now opened up in Dover-Foxcroft. They did so yesterday. The Eastern Area Agency on Aging cut the ribbon on its newest access center, located within Central Hall Commons on Main Street. According to the agency's communications director, the new location will offer a community cafe, walk-in resource appointments, caregiver support groups, and a variety of wellness activities and more.
Often we found that there's like a reticence of people to ask for help, and oftentimes it's easier when you're getting help from your neighbors, your community members, your friends and family. So we feel like having community members help other community members right here in Dover-Foxcroft and Piscataquis County will be beneficial because there won't be that apprehension. These are people that they'll know and trust.
The site will also be the home base for the area's Meals on Wheels program, Furry Friends Food Bank, and the Commodity Supplemental Food Program.
Nice.
They help to keep elderly folks around here healthy by offering all kinds of programs. They feed
awesome.
them, and they feed their pets too.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's a
their
nice
little
thing.
buddy.
Yeah.
The time now is 8:17. After the break, a Herman couple has gone above and beyond with their doggy daycare business, offering a bark bus service for their furry clients.
We'll take you aboard coming up, plus the latest on Hurricane Melissa as it hits Jamaica overnight into this morning. Those stories and more straight ahead on Good Morning Maine.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
Honey, where's the countertop?
I sent it out to the granite shop this morning to be replaced.
Wow.
The quickest turnaround in the business, the Granite Shop in Sedgwick.
It's coming. Winter will descend. Be ready and save on one of Toyota's 23 snow-conquering all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive models during Toyota's all-wheel drive-a-thon. Now, from the longest-lasting brand, you could get 4.75 for $60 on a Land Cruiser Hybrid with unrivaled heritage and ultimate comfort. Plus, get 2 years no-cost maintenance. Winter is approaching, so save at Toyota's all-wheel drive-a-thon at your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
Taking the bus looks a little different these days for Jessica and Al Griffin of Levant. The couple is on the road daily, transporting some very special four-legged passengers on their BARK bus.
Our Jody Hersey takes us along for a ride.
Good job, Bo. Up, right here, buddy.
All the dogs that go to doggy daycare at the Bark House in Herman have the option of using the Bark Bus. It's a transportation service offered by owners Jessica and Alfred Griffin.
I start my day every day driving the bus, and it's the best part of my day.
Each dog that is transported on the Bark Bus is safely secured in their own seat. The day we tagged along, Orzo, Gracie, and Bo were more than ready for the ride.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Good job. The BARK bus, it's been a pretty big hit. We're really excited. It runs every day, Monday through Friday. We utilize it for morning pickup for daycare and then evening drop off. We do kind of a standard radius around our facility. Usually, Bangor, Brewer, Herman area is kind of our go-to based on our clientele.
The Bark House opened at the end of August, and since then, the Griffins say the business and their bus has been on a roll.
I thought it was going to be a lot more chaotic, but they sit there like they know what they're doing.
The Griffins say they're happy to be filling a need within the community.
The support of the community has been really extraordinary, and everybody's very excited.
A positive experience for dogs and pet owners alike. In Herman, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
What a neat doggy there. Oh, all the dogs seem like they're loving it too.
Yeah, they're not running around the bus.
Yeah.
Very well behaved.
I was wondering about that. I guess they clip them into the seat. They have like a little clip on the back of their thing. But
makes sense.
I've had dogs in the past, even with that, they'd be like trying to get out and do something.
Yeah.
But man, what a great thing though.
Absolutely. Let's get a full look at our weather forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, thank you very much. On this Tuesday, we have that small craft advisory posted until 2 a.m. as we head towards your Wednesday. Notice along the coast it covers everybody as we do have some active surf courtesy of gusty winds. Notice that around 3 to 6 foot wave heights we are seeing that, and it's even stretching further down toward the south at this moment in time. Now, let's talk about this hurricane, pretty much a history-making hurricane that we could be talking about soon as it heads toward Jamaica at this moment in time. A Category 5 hurricane with maximum sustained winds at around 175 miles per hour with gusts, this is high-popping, 215 miles per hour, moving towards the north-northeast at around 5 miles per hour at this moment in time. And it will start to speed up as it tracks off towards the north-northeast. As for us, though, we'll have to watch for high surf and some rip current issues as it tracks off towards the north-northeast in due time. But meanwhile, right now we have that area low pressure that's been bringing us some rain. It is now ending the rainfall for us. We'll have sunshine and clouds mixed today, and then more clouds on the way overnight tonight. But we have a large dome of high pressure keeping a lot of clouds away from us across a good part of the northeast and Canada. So that means a good amount of sunshine. And here's the current setup. That's the area low pressure that's been bringing us some clouds, and now the clouds are starting to break up at this moment in time. So futurecast again, a lot of the clouds breaking up. We'll have a lot of sunshine, perhaps some passing clouds throughout the afternoon period, and even more later on tonight. Now as we head towards your Wednesday, becoming mostly cloudy, slight chance for rain cannot be ruled out, and we'll keep that opportunity going as we head towards Wednesday evening. As for Thursday, again, a slight chance for rain as we head towards Thursday morning, but otherwise that's about it. Any kind of rainfall would be welcome as we continue to deal with drought at this moment in time. For today, mostly sunny to partly cloudy and windy with highs in the mid-50s and that north wind up to 30 miles per hour. Overnight, low 30s, increasing clouds, north wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. As for tomorrow, low 50s, mostly cloudy, a slight chance for rain, and that northeast wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And let's check out your extended forecast. Mostly cloudy for your Thursday with highs in the mid-50s. Halloween looking even more wet now. Rain on the way, highs in the low 60s. More rain Saturday, highs in the low 50s.
I was hurt in a bad motorcycle accident, and I was laid up for a couple months.
If you've been injured in a motorcycle accident, call Joe today for a free case evaluation.
I'm really grateful they won my case for me.
Dial 207-CALL-JOE or online at joebornstein.com.
I'm 82 years old, and absentee voting has been around my entire life. And when my wife was sick, it was the only way she could vote. Question 1 is an attack on absentee voting, plain and simple. All of the people in healthcare, the nurses that work in the hospital, people on shift work, truck drivers that's on the road. Do we want to disenfranchise all these people? I wouldn't think so. Vote no on 1. Save absentee voting in Maine.
Keep your feet on the ground, they said. So many people have told you you can't. They say you don't listen. So you don't listen to them. You rise to your moment. It feels like every idea is crystal clear. It feels like every line, every angle is perfect. It feels like you are at the top of your game with high-speed, reliable, no-stress Fidium fiber internet.
It feels like Fidium.
She's the apple of his eye.
Ta-da! What do you think?
You look beautiful. And you're grounded. She may be a tomboy.
You're so lucky you get to be in Junior G.I. Joes. And you're lucky I don't want to get blood on my uniform.
But she's still Daddy's little girl. Sit down, I want to talk to you for a minute.
This isn't a sex talk, is it? Because I already know more than I'd like to.
Learn all about Eve.
Am I supposed to understand what you mean by that?
On Last Man Standing.
Weekdays at 3 on Fox 22.
Motorcycle accidents can happen fast. I wasn't going to take a chance on my future.
I knew I only had one opportunity.
You'll need somebody who knows motorcycle law. Call the law offices of Joe Bornstein. They got me way more than I thought I'd get.
Jamaica is bracing for the most powerful storm on record to hit the island, up to 40 inches of rain, more than 13 feet of storm surge. Melissa approaching as a Category 5 hurricane overnight, with winds up to 175 miles per hour. Sparks flying as winds damage trees and power lines. This video from Air Force hurricane hunters shows inside the eye of Melissa, the eye wall nearly vertical. The flight forced to turn back after hitting severe turbulence. A Miami-based hurricane researcher calling it the most turbulent he's ever seen.
They had to go back for inspections to make sure the aircraft is okay. That is really kind of a haunting report.
Local officials telling people in low-lying areas last night to get out now. ABC's Ika Jachi is in Kingston.
People here in Jamaica are stocking up on water, stocking up on non-perishable foods, and moving to higher elevations, all while making sure the vulnerable population has everything they need.
The United Cajun Navy, formed after Hurricane Katrina, ready to assist.
We have folks on the ground waiting to take assessments, let us know what the needs are.
Aid groups from the U.S. already in Jamaica say they're planning for long-term airport closures. Tourists are stranded, forced to ride out the storm and foot the bill. Nearly 30 people from a wedding, including the bride and groom, now sharing an Airbnb after their resort said it would charge up to $200 extra per night to extend their stay.
We're all here together, hunkering down. We just cleaned up and moved all patio furniture out of the way, put everything up there where we could. We're going to tape the windows.
And a couple from Arkansas celebrating their anniversary, now stranded.
We have 2 kids back home, so they were expecting their parents back on Sunday night.
Melissa is making landfall later this morning, and the big concern is flooding, landslides, and those catastrophic winds. Cuba will be next. The U.S. Navy already evacuating non-essential personnel from Guantanamo Bay. Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
Well, now to a warning just days ahead of Halloween. Authorities are sounding the alarm for parents to check their kids' candy carefully. Police are urging parents to be extra vigilant this Halloween when checking the packaging of the candy their kids get. Near Sacramento, California, several third graders got sick after eating candy later found to be containing THC, the active ingredient in marijuana. The school's principal says the packaging closely resembles regular candy, and the student who brought it to school had no idea what it actually was. Meanwhile, a police department in Michigan warning in addition to weed candy, other counterfeit candy contains psilocybin mushrooms. They're also known as magic mushrooms. Police also remind parents to keep marijuana edibles locked up away from kids and to be safe on the holiday.
It's now day 28 of the government shutdown, and millions of Americans are on the verge of losing food benefits by the end of the week. It comes as President Trump left the White House for his second foreign trip in less than a month. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is in Washington with the details.
Overnight, President Trump on the USS George Washington, traveling to Japan to sign multiple trade agreements. The trip overshadowed as tens of millions of Americans feel the impact of the government shutdown. This week, federal food assistance programs like SNAP are set to run out, a lifeline for nearly 42 million Americans.
My stomach dropped because I'm already struggling. I'm already stretching food. It has been days where the kids will eat and I'll just survive off water, because that's what I'll have to do in November.
At airports across the country, food pantries are popping up to help support TSA workers and air traffic controllers who are set to miss their first full paycheck today. Congressional Republicans say they support the White House argument that they cannot tap emergency money to keep the government's nutrition program running during the shutdown.
I guess the Americans currently lining up at food banks can comfort themselves with the knowledge that they're being sacrificed to advance Democrats' political goals.
But Democrats argue that the administration has moved money around before, including to pay military salaries. And they say they are standing firm on their demands that health care subsidies be extended to prevent tens of millions of Americans from seeing their health insurance premiums skyrocket.
The president should stop focusing on foreign escapades, on ballrooms, on bailouts for Argentina, and start focusing on negotiating with Democrats to lower people's health care costs.
As the stalemate drags on, the Senate chaplain with this message to lawmakers.
Lord, remind our lawmakers that no gold medals are given for breaking shutdown records.
Some House Republicans have expressed concern with Speaker Johnson's approach to keep the lower chamber away from D.C. during the shutdown and are pressing him to reconsider his strategy. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Coming up on the second half of the newscast, we'll see how several celebrities are getting into the Halloween spirit.
That and more coming up on Good Morning Maine.
If you have to ask why it's important to start your day early, here's your answer.
Wake up to a sausage McMuffin with egg for $3 and any size iced coffee for $1.29.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Craving something delicious? Welcome to High Street Market, located at 167 Enfield Road in Lincoln. Breakfast options? Grab a cup of coffee and try one of our sandwiches or burritos. When breakfast is over, we're just getting started. Pizza, subs, burgers, and pastries. Come get lost in Danny's Beer Cave. Order online and save 10% off your first order. High Street Market, where your taste buds go to party.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Grab any size iced coffee for $1.29 and pair it with a bagel sandwich.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
And welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Today is Tuesday, October 28th, 2025, and it is also National Chocolate Day.
Great holiday.
Right?
This is a day to celebrate one of mankind's greatest culinary inventions. The history of chocolate goes back 2,500 years when the Aztecs added cocoa to a drink and thought it was a gift from the god of wisdom. It really caught up in the 16th century when Europeans began adding sugar to chocolate. Americans now eat about 5.5 pounds of chocolate each year per person, totaling close to 3 billion pounds nationwide.
I bet you they eat a lot of it in the week leading up to Halloween, too, and the week afterwards.
Yeah, I'm
so,
sure. Like Valentine's Day sales, too.
That's a big one, too. Yeah. You know, this time of year, I'm just trying to stay away from it because it tends to add up.
Yeah.
So easy to eat, though.
It is.
All right, time for history. It was on this day back in 1886. The Statue of Liberty was dedicated in New York City by President Grover Cleveland. It was a gift from the people of France, of course. In 1858, Roland Hussey Macy opened up his first store in New York City on 6th Avenue and made a little more than $11 on that first day of business. Macy's would go on to become a national chain. In 1919, Congress passed the Volstead Act, which led to the Prohibition-era ban on alcohol. And in 1962 on this date, Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev informed the United States that he had ordered the dismantling of missile bases in Cuba. In return, the U.S. secretly agreed to remove nuclear missiles from U.S. installations in Turkey, as both superpowers sought to diffuse tensions during the Cuban Missile Crisis.
And in 1965, the St. Louis Gateway Arch was completed. And in 1991, what became known as the perfect storm began forming hundreds of miles east of Nova Scotia. After powerful storm systems combined in strength, it lashed the East Coast with powerful winds and waves, causing more than $200 million in damage. It also killed 13 people, including 6 crew members aboard the Andrea Gale fishing vessel from Gloucester, Massachusetts. A storm that also inspired the book and movie called The Perfect Storm.
It's a great movie starring George Clooney and some other people.
I'll have to check it out.
Try it sometime.
Yeah. And in 2016, the FBI dropped what amounted to be a political bomb on the campaign of presidential candidate Hillary Clinton. When it was announced, it was investigating whether emails found on a computer contain classified information.
For birthdays today, they include Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates, who is 70 years old today. Actress Julia Roberts is 58. And country music great Brad Paisley is 53 years old today. Happy birthday to them and to you also, if your birthday is today. Hoping Brad comes out with a new album soon.
You like him, don't you?
I like him a lot.
Yeah.
He's a great musician and just seems like a really nice guy, too.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah.
We're going to turn things right back over to meteorologist Devin Biggs.
All righty, Craig and Janessa, thank you very much. On this Tuesday, we have a small craft advisory that is posted until 2 a.m. as we head towards your Wednesday along the coast, as we do have some active surf that will continue to remain an issue. Now, as we check out the big picture, we do have that area low pressure that is still causing a little bit of rain to develop just pretty much outside our area, but the rain is moving away from us. We have a large dome of high pressure that's keeping Canada dry and a good part of the Northeast dry. But as for us, again, the rain is now moving away. We'll have a lot of sunshine for us today, maybe a few passing clouds. We'll start to see some clouds passing through later on tonight, and even through Wednesday morning, more clouds on the way. As for gusty winds, we'll have a little bit of that today, reaching up to about 20 miles per hour. It will back off a little bit overnight tonight, and then as we move towards tomorrow, some gusty winds up to around 20 miles per hour or so. Mid-50s today. We'll be under a mostly sunny to even a mixture of clouds and sunshine at times. Windy out there with that north wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. Overnight tonight, we'll have clouds on the way again with lows in the low 30s and that north wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. The hourly forecast moving forward, clouds early, then partly cloudy at times with temperatures in the 50s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Janessa.
For the latest on what's happening in Hollywood,
here's ABC's Melissa Adon.
For the first time in 3 years, pop star Demi Lovato is going on tour to celebrate her new album, It's Not That Deep. The tour kicks off this coming April in Charlotte, North Carolina, and hits several cities including New York, Chicago, and Los Angeles. Speaking of performers, the eldest Jonas brother, Kevin Jonas, has announced his first single without his brothers, Nick and Joe. It's called Changing and is set to come out November 20th. Kevin Jonas made the announcement during a recent show on their Jonas 20 tour.
Are you an actor? No, I'm a stuntman.
We're getting closer to the release of The Adventures of Cliff Booth. Variety reports the movie, a sequel to 2019's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, is targeted for a summer 2026 release. It stars Brad Pitt as the title stuntman and is directed by David Fincher. And one of the biggest movie stars in the world, Julia Roberts, is celebrating a birthday. The Oscar-winning actress and Pretty Woman star is 58 today. And that's what's happening in Hollywood. Melissa O'Don, ABC News, Los Angeles.
For the still to come here this morning, Jack Webb with sports.
Don't go away.
Black Bear Nation, it's football season. Join us for all the excitement of game day in Orono. For tickets to all Black Bear games, visit goblackbears.com/tickets or call 581-2327. Go Blue!
Hi, I'm Tony Hafford from TC Hafford Basement Systems, the all things basement-y company. Basement waterproofing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. Since 1991, over 15,000 Maine homeowners have trusted TC Hafford Basement Systems to fix their basements. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basement-y.
Irresistibly smooth chocolate to put the world on pause. Lindor, made to melt you by the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
Last year, America's leading wireless provider spent $12 billion on advertising and promotions. That's billion with a B. Pure Talk? They hired me to make their commercials on my iPhone. Consequently, they can offer you unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a blazing fast 5G network for just $25 a month. Yeah, you can keep paying for those billion-dollar ad campaigns if you want, or you can start saving some real money when you switch to Pure Talk. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
You know what today is? It's Tuesday. Just reminding you that whatever day of the week you get hurt, we're your go-to lawyers. If you've been hurt, call us right now.
What do you do? Call 222-2222.
You know Matt pretty well. Did he give you any advice?
He said that I should use 26 words or more.
Weekdays at 9 on Fox 22.
Happy sports equinox. For just the 32nd time in history, all four major U.S. sports leagues will play games on the same day. Monday Night Football between the Commanders and the Chiefs. NHL with two games, including the Bruins taking on Ottawa. And the NBA with a big slate, including the Celtics taking on the Pelicans. And Game 3 of the World Series certainly is a sports fan's dream. We'll go to America's most popular sport, football. And when you think about the Patriots playing Atlanta, the only numbers Pats fans remember are 28-3. But on Sunday, the new-look Pats, led by quarterback Drake May, will host the 3-4 Falcons, looking for their 6th straight win. Sunday in Foxborough, the Pats stayed red hot with a 32-13 win over the Cleveland Browns. May added 3 more touchdown passes. He now has 15 on the season. He did get sacked 6 times, 5 from Myles Garrett, but got the Pats in the end zone when it mattered most, doing so in front of Pats Nation.
Fans have been awesome all season. It's been really cool to really see the difference from last year to this year. Man, it's been a journey, and they've been through it, and they've been. The fans have been through it the last couple of years. The fans have been awesome. Like I said, I think the best fans in the league, and they continue to show out every week.
Drake just keeps getting better. Cooper Flagg took on the Raptors on Sunday, and boy, did he make some noise. Flagg poured in 22 points, including this monster dunk in the third quarter to go along with 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 block. But the poster was the highlight of the afternoon. Not quite sure what that defender was thinking there. We should thank him, though, for jumping and allowing Coop to put him on a poster. Flagg responded quickly from an opening night that wasn't up to his standards, and the fans in Dallas have fallen in love with the Mainer. Just listen to how the national anthem is now sang at Mavericks games. mean, seriously. How cool is that? On Saturday, the main game day cheer competition and youth cheer showcase took place over at Hamden Academy. The event started with a youth team's showcase followed by a real competition for middle school and high school cheer squads judged by the MPA. In competition, Hamden Academy won Division I in the entire comp with a score of 86.6. Brewer came in second and won Division II with a score of 86.2. John Bapst came in third, making them runner-up in Division II, followed by Herman in fourth, which made them runner-up in Division I. Nokomis Middle School won the junior high division. The event also raised money for nonprofits, as well as allows the older girls to help influence the next generation.
It's really special to have our youth programs here. Some of them are rec, some of them are all-star, but a lot of what we see here in Maine in the fall is high school teams actually coaching youth cheerleaders in their area. For us in the fall here in Hamden, we do something called Cheertober with our How Fun youth program. How Fun is an acronym for Hamden, Frankfurt, Winterport, and Newburgh. And so our high school cheerleaders coach those youth kids, so they're with them through the whole process.
Former Maine hockey stars David Brazil and Nolan Renwick returned to Maine this weekend as they took on the Maine Mariners. Brazil number 42 and Renwick number 23 on your screen. The now Wheeling Nailers showed out on Sunday as Renwick recorded a goal and 2 assists, while Brazil added 2 assists. As a defenseman, Renwick's performance actually got him called back up to the AHL this morning. Maine fans showed out to support, including Nolan, Dalton, and Declan from Dexter, and they made the trip down to watch their favorite Black Bears, even making signs. So cute when they came on the Jumbotron yesterday. The Maine Celtics opening up training camp at the Expo on Monday. The team has plenty of new faces this season, including guard Max Shuluga, who was selected in the second round by the Celtics and is here in Portland on a 2-way contract. Also new to the team this season is head coach Phil Pressey, who from 2013 through 2015 played for the Boston Celtics and even had a short stint with the Maine Red Claws as well.
I'm happy to be back. Portland has been welcoming. The organization of Boston has blessed me with the opportunity. We have a great group of guys, and I'm just excited to get the season going.
It feels surreal, you know, because you're kind of working towards it your whole life, not really knowing if it's going to be a possibility or not, you know. And then when it finally happens, you know, then you're here. You know, this is your reality now. It
was a jam-packed block. For now, that's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Touch can mean so many things, even for children with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can make a little one feel like a giant, can bring sparkle to a teenager, or be the unspoken language between best buddies. Dupixent can help your child stay ahead of eczema with clearer skin and noticeably less itch as they welcome the feeling of touch. Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Help your child feel the heal and see the difference. Reach out to your child's eczema specialist today.
Healthcare costs are up 75% in the last 10 years. Now millions are losing coverage to pay for tax cuts for the wealthy. And Mainers could see their monthly premiums jump $1,500. Congressman Jared Golden is working to fix this, to extend tax credits so families don't have to choose between going to the doctor and paying for groceries. Congressman Golden has always had our back when it comes to lowering costs. Call Congressman Golden. Tell him to keep fighting.
This Halloween, Fox 22 is turning your living room into a haunted house with a Treehouse of Horror marathon. Starting Halloween Day at 1 p.m., join Bart, Lisa, Homer, Marge, Maggie, and the whole Springfield crew as they take you on frightfully funny adventures that are sure to send shivers and laughs down your spine. So grab the candy, dim the lights, and don't miss the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror marathon. Only on Fox 22.
Celebrities are getting into the Halloween spirit. A Fox correspondent spoke with stars of several recent movies and films about costumes they still brag about and scary movies they're rewatching.
Here's Fox's Ashley Dvorkin.
Dakota Fanning of the horror movie Vicious shared a Halloween costume she's very proud of.
As I got older, sort of like, I'm like, oh yeah, it's Halloween tomorrow. I got to figure out something to wear. But last year I had a fan and I was Dakota Fanning.
Okay, well that's perfect.
What do you know about her, besides what she's told you?
Micah Monroe of The Hand That Rocks the Cradle rocked a creative costume as a kid.
In 8th grade, I showed up to school. I remember 8th grade was kind of when you like wanted to like start looking. I didn't really get that. I was a little behind, and I showed up in a blow up sumo costume. And all my friends were dressed in their like little cat outfits, and I showed up in the blow up.
Oh my god.
And that was good. That's
amazing.
I'm very proud of that.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead added she doesn't just star in scary movies, she has her go-to views too.
I first saw The Shining when I was 12 on Halloween.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like all my friends, we were like, we're gonna watch The Shining, and my friends just like screamed all the way through it. Like literally were like running out of the room, screaming, and I was just like close
What's
to the
happening?
TV. Like, so that's definitely like a go-to kind of Halloween movie.
Howdy, Ruby. We're gonna have so much fun. Wednesday's Emma Myers noted a surreal part of being in a show like theirs. Fans dress up as you.
Very surreal. Yeah, it's crazy to have people like cosplay you at Comic-Cons or like dress up for you as Halloween. I would love to see people doing our gala looks for Halloween this year.
From Hollywood, happy Halloween. Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Well, meanwhile, Mexico City's main avenue transformed into a spectacle of skeletal figures on Sunday night as hundreds of participants dressed as La Catrina paraded through the capital to mark the beginning of the Day of the Dead festivities. Participants painted their faces and donned elaborate costumes to embody the iconic Mexican skeleton character and one of the city's most anticipated annual events.
The parade is among numerous celebrations held throughout Mexico City for Day of the Dead, a pre-Hispanic tradition in which families honor deceased loved ones and celebrate life's continuity. Day of the Dead, celebrated on November 2nd and known as Dia de Muertos, is Spanish, blends Spanish colonial influences with indigenous practices of ancestor worship. That looks fun.
Looks like a lot of fun too there, yeah.
Well, now here's meteorologist Evan Biggs with our full weather forecast.
Alrighty, thank you very much. On this Tuesday, we have that small craft advisory posted until 2 a.m. as we head towards your Wednesday. Notice along the coast it covers everybody as we do have some active surf courtesy of gusty winds. Notice that around 3 to 6 foot wave heights we are seeing that, and it's even stretching farther down toward the south at this moment in time. Now, let's talk about this hurricane, pretty much a history-making hurricane that we could be talking about soon as it heads toward Jamaica at this moment in time. A Category 5 hurricane with maximum sustained winds at around 175 miles per hour with gusts, this is high-popping, 215 miles per hour, moving towards the north-northeast at around 5 miles per hour at this moment in time. And it will start to speed up as it tracks off towards the north-northeast. As for us, though, we'll have to watch for high surf and some rip current issues as it tracks off towards the north-northeast in due time. But meanwhile, right now we have that area low pressure that's been bringing us some rain. It is now ending the rainfall for us. We'll have sunshine and clouds mixed today, and then more clouds on the way overnight tonight. But we have a large dome of high pressure keeping a lot of clouds away from us across a good part of the northeast and Canada. So that means a good amount of sunshine. And here's the current setup. That's the area low pressure that's been bringing us some some clouds, and now the clouds are starting to break up at this moment in time. So futurecast again, a lot of the clouds breaking up. We'll have a lot of sunshine, perhaps some passing clouds throughout the afternoon period, and even more later on tonight. Now as we head towards your Wednesday, becoming mostly cloudy, slight chance for rain cannot be ruled out, and we'll keep that opportunity going as we head towards Wednesday evening. As for Thursday, again, a slight chance for rain as we head towards Thursday morning, but otherwise that's about it. Any kind of rainfall would be welcome as we continue to deal with drought at this moment in time. For today, mostly sunny to partly cloudy and windy with highs in the mid-50s and that north wind up to 30 miles per hour. Overnight, low 30s, increasing clouds, north wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. As for tomorrow, low 50s, mostly cloudy, a slight chance for rain, and that northeast wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And let's check out your extended forecast. Mostly cloudy for your Thursday with highs in the mid-50s. Halloween looking even more wet now. Rain on the way, highs in the low 60s. More rain Saturday, highs in the low 50s.
With McValue at McDonald's, get deals that keep the party going.
It only takes $5 to fire up the flavor with the hot and spicy McChicken. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This is my super stylish Bryn sofa for only $5.99.
And this is the gorgeous matching love seat for just $5.79.
This is what they look like on their own. And this is what they could look like in your home. Available in 3 stylish colors with super comfy Bobopedic memory foam seating and a treasure trove of trendy accent pillows, all included.
Plus, when you bundle them, you save $179.
They're great on their own, but so much better together.
Oh, my mom!
Bob's Discount Furniture.
I'm Jim with Lowry Law. I was contacted by a woman who asked me to help one of her friends who had been hurt by a drunk driver. Not only did he have multiple injuries, he had the added stress of being the victim of a crime. We helped make sure that he didn't have to testify or even go to court. That was important to him, so I made it a priority. We got him a $250,000 settlement. If you've been hurt by a drunk driver, call me. I'm your go-to guy.
Hurt by a drunk driver? Call the twos.
Get more of what you want this season during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Like more off-road adventure with the Sorrento. Or Telluride. Or more fun zipping around in the Seltos. Or Nero Hybrid. And new Kia vehicles come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, so you can get more out of every year. During Kia's Fall Savings Event, get 0% APR for up to 48 months, plus $1,000 retail bonus cash on select 2025 Sorrento models.
If you have to ask why it's important to start your day early, here's your answer.
Wake up to a sausage McMuffin with egg for $3 and any size iced coffee for $1.29.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome back, everyone. What's still spooky after Halloween? Pumpkin pollution. Experts say don't toss your jack-o'-lanterns into the trash, instead compost them. More than 1 billion pounds of pumpkins get tossed into landfills each year after Halloween, where they end up rotting. Instead, experts hope you will either compost the gourds or feed them to animals.
Large percentage of what ends up going to the landfill is stuff that could have been composted. It's organic material that we could have composted instead. So even just cutting down something like pumpkins, which we go through a lot of in this season, could really help curb how many garbage bags you're putting out and tossing into landfill regularly.
Before composting your pumpkins, experts say to remove any decorations like plastic or glitter that can contaminate the compost. Then chop it up and break it down to make it easier.
Well, Americans are expected to spend more for Halloween this year, despite consumer worries about inflation and tariffs. The National Retail Federation estimates Americans will spend more than $13 billion on the holiday this year. That's around $1.5 billion more than last year. $3.9 billion alone is expected to be shelled out for chocolate, bars, candy, corn, and gummies. Beware, though, altogether, Halloween costumes, activities, decorations, and trick-or-treat candy might cost you triple digits. While pumpkins may not break the bank, you could also spend more this time around for them too, depending on where you live and if the area has been affected by the weather conditions. Experts say buying in bulk, shopping early, using coupons, and keeping an eye out for sales may save you some extra money this Halloween.
For the 31st time, a race in which the vehicles are coffins happened in a city in Colorado. Manitou Springs first hosted the Emma Crawford Coffin Races in 1995. The latest happened on Saturday. The races are inspired by the legend of Emma Crawford, who was buried on Red Mountain in Manitou Springs back in 1891. Heavy rain wound up unearthing Crawford's coffin, sending it racing down the mountain and into town. For the races that now bear Crawford's name, awards are presented for the fastest times and the best dressed.
What a lot of fun.
Well, that is all the time we have left for this morning, but as always, we thank you for joining us.
Have a great day, everyone.